My good Crusader friends, today is going to be tremendously confusing and is going to take a lot of explanation to what the hell is going on because I did not stop recording Crusader Kings. I took a day off to work on the RimWorld mod pack and then I took a day off in frustration because not only did I lose one episode, but the second episode as well. And yes, that means we have lost 11 years of gameplay. Things are going to be confusing and understandably difficult for me to explain because after I lost the first episode, I reloaded back and played through it again, which was lost again. So I don't know where we left off. I don't know what I have done. I don't know where we are in the timeline. This character has meddled with forces. Maybe it's where we're trying to set up an interdimensional portal next to the pyramids. It's causing some sort of resonance cascade. And as a result, poor sweet Smeagolf hit his head so hard, he lost 11 years of his life. And it's up to us to figure out, not only for your benefit, but for mine as well, what the hell is going on? Of course, the obvious things to point out, we are still a count. We are still under Duke Thaldir, which we want to try and escape so that we can become a Duke and manifest destiny. Þarþuþhaþhi is still alive and kicking at the age of 205, despite the fact that he's had cancer for about 60 years, and we remain the ever-genius and vigilant Count Smeagolf. We'll have to look at the children and the bloodlines. The holdings are all the same. The realm is not extended. All of these wars you see are wars that we are allied with or being dragged into by our liege. They're nothing for us to worry about. We are very quiet and very focused right now. Here's what I do remember. I put us on the strategy lifestyle focus, of which we have blitzed through almost all of it. We've only got 3 more perks to take before we are done with that. Because the goal with this guy, this is the important part, the goal with this guy is to get free from his father, his liege, who is currently a 7-time over Duke, who is hoarding these titles. Of course, can't give them away because it would make us the same tier as him, and they will never, ever do that. The only way that we can get free and manifest destiny is by declaring war. We're apparently on an activity. What are we at in activity? Oh, we're hosting a feast. Well, that makes a lot of sense. Even though I loaded us back as far as I could, again, we've lost 11 years. There's going to be a significant amount of change. Again, nothing major, nothing massively impactful, no big deaths, no big gains, no massive character changes as far as I recall. What is important, though, is we are currently building the university in Cairo. And in fact, it's just about to complete, 15 days left. So that was pretty appropriate. We do have a lot of upgrades. I've been trying to spend money wherever I can, upgrading various different things. I don't remember if this was in a video, but we did build a tribal holding in Tunis. And I think we probably maybe want to build one over in Cairo and move our capital over here, right? Because that was always the plan, to jump over to Egypt from Pharaoh Island to Pharaoh, Egyptian king. So that might be the goal for today then, is to really solidify this. I would love for us to get independence, and that's, of course, why I chose the strategy focus. We're learning from Þarþuþhaþhi, learning from the best, because this man is nothing but he's a genius. I feel like he can apply himself to absolutely anything and succeed. He's got such 69 diplomacy. Nice. He's got such a high level of diplomacy. I think he'd be able to convince anybody to join his cause as well. So our goal is very much earn our right to be called the Duke amongst the Elven land, get independence, usurp that title, and establish ourselves by force if necessary. I think Thaldir, and I think the entire Elven realm, would respect that. It's always been a bit of a meritocracy, right? Even though we're landing family members, it's always been a meritocracy where we've landed the best, and the best have risen to the top. Quite literally in the case of Þarþuþhaþhi. So then, in terms of children, in terms of bloodlines, we have Smeagolf Fauca-Hyanda, who is a Spark Savant, High Elf, very, very good character. I think a very important, massive thing that happened was we had... I don't really care about any of these people. Let's take them off of the... Let's take them off of the follow list so we can keep an eye on the important stuff that's going on here. I do want to keep an eye on the important bloodlines, of course. Phaleon there has had many, many, many children. I believe I married him off to that second wife in the end. Again, really just do not remember. It's all over the place. And he's had a lot of extra children which have the bloodline. So that's good. That's in the bag. We're happy to see that. What else did we get? We had that other bloodline that we were trying to set up as well that I'll track down in a second. The important thing is, again, don't remember if this was in a video or not, we had a level of elf above any other elf. I believe it was true elf, right? And if I'm not mistaken, in this timeline across these 11 years, there was... we've got Isilwan Fauca-Hyanda. Was that... Right, they had a child. No, it didn't happen in this timeline. God damn it. We are trying to get her to have that true elf child with the bloodline. Keep a very close eye on her. Let's pin her and just See what happens. Oh, well, hang on. Unless she was the person we married into. No, she wasn't. Was she? No, she wasn't. Okay. Keep an eye on her, because she's got the highest potential more than anyone else. As far as I recall, in the original timeline, she had a true elf child that I married into the dynasty, and we were able to potentially set the character up as our heir. So I think in the long term, that might be a plan. If we could get that true elf, that true elf trait, something we've never seen before, and blend it with the bloodlines, that would be awesome. So, apologies for the rambling there, but it's important to try and figure out what the hell is going on. I think today we're going to try and go for that independence. Al-Azhar University constructed in Cairo. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I did send this character to university. Right, so available in 2 years. And we failed to get that next level of, our education traits that we want to try and do. Still relatively young in terms of elven years. Then as soon as possible, we'll go to this university visit in our own domain. And I think that means we can send our children there as well, right? Because we directly own a university. My liege is winning their war. I wish you wouldn't. They've just taken Sinai. Good. What a mess. Now, in all these years, yeah, that's right. What I have done is built up our army to something truly terrifying. We've got 2 full bands of Wolf Riders. We have a Ranger High Guard, and we also have Mangonels. And if I'm not mistaken, is this the timeline where I've given away... Right, I gave away that county that we had up in France. Now, the problem with this, of course, we're a count, so we had to quite literally give it away. It's now independent. What I was worried about is going to war with this liege. We've got our realm stretched across all of Tunis and all of Egypt. It actually might be quite sensible here. This is a bit of a crazy idea. It might be sensible to give away all of our territory in Tunis so that we're either defending Egypt or fighting in our liege's territory. Oh my god. Well, that's a start. That is cursed. Have we flipped over to the cursed timeline? Emperor Þarþuþhaþhi of Britannia has died at the age of 205. He finally lost his battle with cancer. That is insane. Your friend has died. And the house head has changed to Lord Melandir, who is the son of Þarþuþhaþhi. He's 19. He's only elf-blooded. He's barely an elf. My god. Okay, he's very good. Genius. Hail. To say he's the... I thought I said the son of Þarþuþhaþhi. No. Melandir. Who? What happened? Why did that pop up saying the son? Oh, probably because the realm is splintered. Yes, very good point. So we've had Germania, which isn't even owned by an elf. He's still a member of House Fauca-Hyanda, but he is just a human being. Well, that is terribly cursed. Britannia has kept most of the land, which is always good to see. And then Francia appears to have split off and taken only the Highlands, Shetland, Orkney, and the Faroe Islands. What? Are you telling me all of France is now de jure Britannia? What a cursed timeline that is, huh? What the hell has happened there? De jure part of the Empire of Francia. Huh. Well, that is very bizarre, isn't it? I'm not entirely sure why that's happened. I won't complain. That's I suppose, good for stability. Good for the realm, if nothing else. Are you not an elf either? Oh, no, he's 154. He's got to be an elf. He's just got so many perks it's off the screen. Well, that's very cursed. I'm not a fan of that. This is so sad. What a sad moment. The next 20 years or so is really going to determine, I think, the future of elves in Europe. We'll see if this can survive, whether Germania and Britannia will rip each other apart. Maybe Francia tries to go for some claims as well. We're going to see a lot of succession issues, particularly amongst these younger kings. Okay, so you're an elf. Sorry, you are an elf. You're elf-blooded. And then Francia... Okay, no, so we're fine. Sorry, I totally missed that trait the first time around. I tipped off by the fact that he's 98. That's not bad. I mean, Britannia, we have to try and do something here. Can we arrange a marriage? Maybe try and give him an elven wife that he might be interested in? Bloody hell, we're actually so close. Oh my god, we're actually so close to being able to offer him our granddaughter as a marriage. Wowee. It's his own marriage he's marrying down. It's because we're a bloody count. It's because we're a count, but he's so close to accepting still. Opinion of us is plus 75. We speak High Elven. And of course, our dynasty has a high level of splendor. This, though, opens itself up to a tremendous opportunity. We want to get independence from our liege. Could I ally with, say, Germania somehow? and maybe try and get them to help me in my war for independence. I mean, really, we could also ally with our... So we can't ally with our fellow vassals, right? Try and ally somewhere within the realm. I think just to get independence at this point, just to fight upwards and actually give ourselves some way to continue ascending through the game, we might have to bend a couple of rules. I mean, I know he's loyal, less likely to join factions against his liege. I'm sorry, we can't just accept that's part of the character and never try and move on, right? Everyone just has a tremendous amount of alliances. Oh, Duke Thaldir is the man we're going to war for. That's probably, he's got 4,000 troops. Elendar II, I mean, without alliances, we're probably... It would be very difficult for us to break free. We've got 4,000 troops. And even if we call in our allies, I imagine our allies with him overlap pretty tremendously. This is crazy, but I'm going to start giving away our counties in Tunis. We're going to land family members that we might not want to play as. Pharaoh has the double bloodline, so it's definitely not going to be you. But for any sons that... Okay, so you've also got the double bloodline. This might cause a problem because they're all very, very, very good. Smeagolf only has one. So let's give a title to Smeagolf. And then by landing all those family members, we can at least guarantee some alliances, even though they haven't exactly got a tremendous amount of troops. In fact, it's all just their knights, but it's something, isn't it? The chance of getting more alliances is absolutely non-existent because we've already got so many alliances from our family being so totally incestuous, literally and metaphorically. I don't really know how we're going to get out of this. It's a very messy situation. I mean, we fabricate hooks. I mean, honest to himself, and he's a calm man. Maybe uses a little bit of his... I mean, he's very good at intrigue, 23 intrigue. I think we're going to have to... Manipulation is part of diplomacy. Okay, we've got to accept that, and I think we are going to have to manipulate ourselves into getting ourselves an alliance. And I'm thinking maybe an alliance with maybe Burgundy would be very, very powerful. 6,000 troops right next to their capital would be a great guy to call in. I think we've got to do it. He gains stress because he's honest, but that's part of the experience, I'm afraid. He's stressed out that because of the restrictions of this ridiculous bureaucracy that we're under, because of the restrictions of the feudal system, he can't manifest destiny. He can't be the great leader that he's meant to be. And if he's honest, he can recognize that he's a better ruler than Thaldir the Stout. So he's going to prove it, and he's going to earn it. He's taking it as a challenge. What's going on here? So these are all fellow vassals. I mean, we could declare war on these guys. We could fabricate claims, and we could declare war on these people immediately adjacent. We already have a claim on that one, and that one too. Beautiful. So we could just start tidying this up. We're actually allied with this guy, which makes it quite annoying. Let's wait for this activity to end and really free ourselves up then, huh? Let's get this feast out of the way. Again, maybe this was in last episode, maybe it wasn't. We did become an eager reveler, which means feasts give us a tremendous amount of prestige, along with everything else they're also giving us here. Listen, are there any particular weak spots I should know about? We're not going to do anything malicious with these hooks. It's just a way to force their hand, to encourage them, to prove to them that we deserve to be the ruler. Maybe they'll appreciate such a brash and honest play. Ah, you see, it's all fine and above board. Yes, Baron Thaldir, I think we were just doing it to whoever disliked us, which, to be fair, isn't many people. I think the most viable person to kind of make the person of honor in the feast had 97 opinion of us, so we're doing fine. Deliver a speech about unity. Yes, please. We're stronger when we stand together. We get a little prestige and our martial lifestyle experience, which is going to be incredibly important if we're going to try and win this war. Maybe even afterwards, maybe we even go into intrigue. Maybe we go to prowess. Hey, mercenaries are not bad. We've got 1,383 gold. We've quite literally built a university, and we're still sat on an enormous amount of cash. What we want to do then... Okay, so this is what we'll do with the prestige. Here's the play. I think we decide which is going to be our capital. I mean, I'd love to tear down one of these. Let's maybe flip one of those over into a tribal holding. We'll make Cairo our capital. We'll build the tribal holding. This is what we'll spend our prestige on. We'll upgrade that to have... Oh! Wait. Did the episode about us stealing the papal tiara not work? I bet it didn't. Was that in last episode? I bet it wasn't. We did actually steal the papal tiara. Oh. It's all his memories are coming back to him, okay? It's all coming back. To get all of these troops that we've built here, bear in mind Wolf Riders are incredibly expensive in terms of prestige. We went raiding. We had our capital, of course, in Tunis. It's still in Tunis. We went raiding all around Italy, and we just happened to steal his crown. The legendary moment, and we didn't even get to see it. That's the other thing I was going to mention. We have been commissioning epics whenever they've been available as well. So again, the money coming in is tremendous. Don't really have anything to worry about here, I don't think, even though we are spending all the cash we can on getting more personal prestige, which is going to be our go-to whenever we get the option. Even if it stresses him out, we just got to accept that's part of it. Okay, so that hook is over. If this guy is going to be the kind of scholarly, aristocratic guy that I've built him up to be, visiting universities, studying books, and learning how to please people in the way that he has, I mean, his learning stat is 50. We should be focusing on his weakest aspects, and his next weakest aspect is intrigue. Now that the martial has been pretty well sorted, we'll finish the strategy, folks, and I think we will move over to intrigue. Kind of convinced myself there. And then we'll go to university, of course, whenever that's available. Okay, so we'll forget about that one, because that's never going to work. Where next, then? Should we go for... We just need immediate neighbors who are powerful enough to actually help out, which a lot of these aren't. The thing is, our liege has so much power from us. God, you're pretty good. Malakil the Bloodfather. He is our uncle. Don't we already have an alliance with him? Call your ally to war. Yeah, so you're not really much use. Aquitaine? 2,000 men. Is that all? Oh, Lord. My biggest concern, I think, is that... even with the hook, is it going to be possible to force them into alliance? We're talking about a minus 270 for a lot of people. Unless we get a strong hook, we could get very lucky, I suppose. Let's get you supporting our schemes then. Schemes they are, but it's schemes for good. It's schemes for good, and it's schemes to help him, again, be honest to himself that he is the better ruler. Hello, my daughter Evandriel seems to be the latest person to have read excerpts from the family epic. Your great-great-grandfather was a fascinating figure. Who? Oh, you mean... the blood of that snake is flowing through me. Are you talking about Þarþuþhaþhi, perhaps? I don't even know who our great-great-grandfather was. There's so many of them. Actually, there's not that many of them. There's far less than the average family. The blood of that snake is flowing through my veins. We get intrigue lifestyle experience. We could claim he was honorable and upstanding. Maybe this is all the excuse I needed to start doing a few more plots. We've uncovered that there was some great snake in the family. Okay, I'll take that. Oh, and with a new ruler, now it's not Þarþuþhaþhi. Interesting, they've taken our dynasty legacy down a different route. Let's go and have a look at that, in fact. Let's go and see what our dynasty legacies are looking like, just in case we missed out. So we did finish our edition, which is great. We finished, oh yeah, because that last one, brace, progress, and counselor skill and pact of counselor task up by 10% is insane. Then we've got legitimacy. Oh, non-legitimacy I'm more than happy to see. Control growth, popular opinion. Each heir starts with a lasting line modifier, boosting their legitimacy gain. So this is a DLC one, which I would have loved to have checked out. Anyway, Sons of Our Fathers gains access to the espoused legitimacy intent. Allows you to build legitimacy during funerals, feasts, and grand weddings. Divine mandates. Vassals are less likely to join dissolution factions. And Duea Mondoir? Select a 5th level education trait to make more common in your dynasty. They are going to absolutely squander that. And it seems as if the AI will pick a tree and just go full send with that. Elendil, may you grow strong and wise. Double bloodline. Again, beautiful, genius, Herculean, everything. All the good stuff. Who really cares? I am planning on getting rid of Tunis, but of course we're being called into problem with all these allies, all these wars. When you're relying on prestige for so much stuff, it's a bit of a pain in the ass, isn't it? You will receive a family epic book artifact, which improves combat advantage. Does it really? Interesting. Maybe this is a big part of why this guy is so desperate, even though his memory... oh, dear. Pharaoh has had an extramarital affair. Oh, Pharaoh. Oh, Pharaoh. And there she is, Muriel. That's very unfortunate, but it is elven law, of course. Now, maybe this is a big part of why he's so determined to become that dude to manifest destiny, not only because he should, because rightfully he should, but because he's got all these people whispering in his ears about how great he is, and let's be honest, they're right. He is amazing. He's absolutely unbelievably good. Well, I guess we reassign Evandriel to be our marshal, and then we put... we had a very good spy master. Elara, our Ellerin advisor, is very, very good. She's also intelligent. Finway Egypt, though, is genius. So we'll put you on there instead. Baron Thaldi, surely we've got someone better. Oh, no, I was going to say, surely we've got someone better than you, but absolutely not. Your son with 27. Oh, we've got a nicely, again, nepotistic, yes, but also very much a meritocracy. The best of the sons will be chosen. And speaking of which, Finway Egypt is a better son. God, Finway Egypt is good at everything. What a guy. Real chip off the old block. While we wait, I think we declare a few wars of our own, try and tidy up whatever we can. Now, the Nile Delta is under the Abbasids. I'm not brave enough for that particular thing. I was about to say he's not brave enough for politics, but that's about the only thing he is brave enough. What are you doing over there? And more importantly, why have you put on the Pope's hat? Only for combat. That's not a combat hat. To be fair, an insane flex that if you steal the Pope's hat via raiding in combat, that you would wear it as a military helmet. I mean, it's a big flex anyway to wear the Pope's hat as a military helmet no matter what. There, the Fauca-Hyanda Chronicon, that really doesn't roll off the tongue. Personal scheme, hostile scheme resistance up by 12, prestige is higher. Control territory defender advantage plus 8. When we're going to be fighting a very defensive war. Are you any good? You're okay. Yeah, please write to me. Thank you, appreciate that. Magnificent epic, what a nice guy. We've got this marble scepter of Gira, which is... Oh, no. Well, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. That's fine. What else we got here? A fine tender touch. Ooh, gives intrigue experience plus 10%. I'm going to equip that now because I'll probably forget. We've got another... Oh, hold on. We've got 2 Fauca-Hyanda Chronicons. Oh, this one's way better. Sorry, let's swap that one out. There you go. That's good. Fine tender touch. Very good. What about this other one? Should we just... Do you think we just sell it? We could give it to someone. Although... No, that's fine. Fauca-Hyanda Chronicon. We've got the Wellspring of Life that gives intrigue experience. He's got all these books on intrigue. My scholarly man wants to learn, and I should give him that opportunity. This is good, though, because the second this war's over, we're back to... Oh, come on! He looks a little bit like Þarþuþhaþhi, but again, that powerful bloodline we've got going there. So our second hook has failed, and if we needed any more convincing that it might be the right move, that's it. Okay, amazing. It's really hard to tell what's ours, because of course they grabbed Sinai, which I'm a little bit annoyed about, but they've given it all away, which was quite silly. We've got that one there as well, which we don't have a claim on. We can still consolidate power, even maybe if it is a bit messy the way we're doing it. We've allied with this guy, which is unfortunate. Because we do that, we break the alliance, we lose a lot of stuff from doing that. We could Holy War to take the Nile, which might not be bad, because if we don't, our liege might. Nearby Ashari rulers. I don't think that's really super relevant. It's these guys down here. I think we just come out swinging. I think we do it. Where's your capital, though? Oh, that is your capital. Oh, well, that makes that quite an easy war. Let's do it. Let's keep going. Holy war for the kingdom. Take the whole thing. Hold on. That's a way we can get independence. And it gives us all of Egypt. Right? We take... the title. All titles held by us seized by you and any... Wait, no. Within the title, I think we would just become a quintuple count. I don't think we'd actually become a king. But my god. I'm going to give it a go. There's no reason not to. We're much more powerful than him without calling him allies. He's not going to call in any allies either, right? What are the Abbasids right now? They are Zayadism. Right. Good. Different religions. Nubia is, of course, Coptic. He hasn't got any allies we've got to worry about in this holy war. Ooh, someone joined, though. Oh, is that Hausa? Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm not worried about that again. 2,000 troops. Not at all a concern. That was just a regular ally anyway. If, for whatever reason, this works and we are able to seize his kingdom tier title, that would be amazing. Then we don't have to go to war against fellow elves. I don't believe that will happen. That is such a look. He looks like a damn torpedo. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hello. Your father, half-brother, and cousin, Duke Thaldir. We're regent. We'll just say our recognition, because of course we can't really do much. Can we, though? It depends. What's he doing? If he's just traveling for a feast, you'll never get enough time. Traveling for a hunt. Okay, never going to get enough time. That gives us maybe 8 months at maximum. Hello. Ooh, we're going to make some sunscreen using an Egyptian recipe. Oils consisting of rice, jasmine, and lupin have been commonly used in parts of Egypt since the days of the pharaohs. Yes, absolutely. Let's keep going with this fabricate hook. Couldn't hurt, right? We might be able to get it redeemed. Hold still, please. We might be able to get it redeemed. I'm really, really surprised that in all this martial study, we haven't actually picked up any martial leadership perks. Ah, here comes some troops that we can get some battle war score. We need to go back up. We actually got it. Huh. I wasn't expecting that. 34% success chance. We actually got it. Beautiful. Okay. Proposed alliance. You've already one proposed alliance active. You are at war. Ah. We already have a proposed alliance active. Do we now? Well, that's okay. We could use that hook to marry a child to a child. We probably didn't need it, ultimately. Arrange a marriage between you and, say, my granddaughter. Will accept. It will not result in a marriage. An alliance, of course. Too distantly related. Do we have a daughter that's unmarried? Nothing. How frustrating. I suppose we'll just keep it in our pocket for now then, okay? That's fine. I didn't realize we'd already proposed one. Makes sense, though. I would have used it almost immediately when we got it. Another martial lifestyle perk. Oh, and speaking of children, a Lorian Fauca-Hyanda. Beautiful. Literally. And also Herculean Genius Spark Prodigy. Whoa. This character is a raging storm of spark. Eager, strong, and wise. The fact that we're seeing new traits like Spark Prodigy, which I don't recognize, or at least I don't think we've had it up until this character before, coupled with the fact that we're seeing True Elves, they haven't restored... Someone else didn't restore the portal, did they? No? Oh, I guess not. I will restore the Grand Portal. From the correct connection to higher realms. I guess nobody did it. Which is fine. That's good. I was thinking maybe for a second the guy at the very top of the map, literally in Siberia or whatever, where the Elves originally came from, rebuilt it. Don't know where he is. I mean, I could spend a while finding him. Yeah. I mean, there's also this guy over here that was... He's no longer an elf. Interesting. Whoa. How messy. Okay. Yeah, no, I think that's still on the table. Don't know what's entirely going on with that. Maybe they're just that rare, or maybe that's just where the traits have reinforced through a series of, you know, the bloodline perks, the legacies. That's right. The dynasty legacies is the right word for it, where you get that extra chance of reinforcing perks. Maybe it's just finally enough to actually unlock that. Weird. Well, this war is almost certainly in the bag. I don't think it's going to give us what we need to be a kingdom, but it's going to give us what we need, potentially, to overthrow our liege a little bit easier. Ah! I know what this is. A child is wandered into a holding in a poor state. Let me read it. This is one of those bloodlines. My name is Lady Alandra. I'm the head of a minor long-forgotten house, House Gwynthorne. Oh, do we not already have House Gwynthorne? Not in our dynasty. Maybe that bloodline died out, which is why we've been approached. Yes. Yes, I'll... Yeah, of course. Take the child as my ward. I won't let you down, my lord. I believe you. I believe you. What a good kid. Another opportunity to potentially blend together a few more bloodlines. Listen. What's happening? Oh, they eloped. No, I would have married them together anyway. Wait, hold on. What do you mean lowborn? I think I know what house she's from. Whose child is it? Did you marry your own daughter? Whose child is this? Duke Thalda's imprisoned because... Why is she in prison? Can we find out the imprisonment reason? Really don't remember. Oh, God. Thalas's son, Faelmir, is Pharaoh's illegitimate child. Thalas's daughter, Galadria, also happens to have both of our bloodlines. You see where I'm going with this? I feel like... Oh, it's fine. It's okay. Well, it's not necessarily fine. Pharaoh had a child with that lady, which is Galadria. Galadria is that child, is Pharaoh's daughter. And then Faelmir, his brother, married her. And now it's a whole mess of reinforcing bloodlines. I couldn't be happier. It's like trying to work backwards from a puzzle that I don't even know what's happening. Obviously, I played through the 11 years, but where I reloaded, I'm not sure which timeline or what the hell is going on. It's also been a couple of... It's a nightmare. You know what's not a nightmare, though? The fact that we are about to be proclaimed King of the Nile. Or maybe I'm just in denial, because this isn't going to give us a kingdom tier title. God, I hate being a count. Elowyn, the princess of fashion, is gone. What happened? Died in childbirth. Oh, no. Oh, that's so sad. She did not deserve this. She didn't deserve this. And if nothing else, we get this today, which is something very nice. Holy War for the Sultanate of Egypt. Enforced demands. Do we become a king? If I click this button and we become a king... Within the target title, all titles held are seized. I'll see what happens. We're seizing titles. It doesn't mean that we're taking the title of Egypt, but we'll see what happens. We are now What, like a quintuple count? What is this? What sort of count is this? What sort of count are we? We've got 19 titles. What sort of count do we look like to you? We're a 9... I thought quintuple, a little bit underestimating it. Shit. What the hell do I do now? Ah, this is a nightmare. Let's not unpause and just see if there is something we can do about this. Chance of reinforcing good conjunction. Sure, let's go with that. Because... Oh, I mean, I was going to say if this guy gets remarried to someone with a bloodline, we can do something about that, which, to be fair, is true. We are married to someone with that Gwynthorne bloodline. They're not having many kids. I guess it's because... is it because he's loyal? I don't know. I was going to say we could try and marry someone else with that blue bloodline, which I believe are... Ooh, hold on. I was going to say, is that a true elf? No, sadly not. Any of your kids to be married? They're all betrothed pretty much instantly. Maybe we could betroth... Oh, you don't... You do have the bloodline. Okay. Betroth her to us? Will not accept. This is the type of situation that we might need to get a hook. Because then we're married to... we have two bloodlines. One wife has the green bloodline. One wife has the blue bloodline. Then all we need are, like, Bildu's children, wherever they've disappeared to get that other bloodline. That's all 5. This man is going around collecting wives like they are infinity stones. What do I do about all these holdings? What the hell do I do? What if we give them away? This holy war might have been a tremendously terrible idea, because if I now give them away, we then have to get our independence. We're still a count, and then we'd have to war the same places we've just warred against our liege, because they'll go under him. This is a fucking nightmare. What a disaster. I would like to usurp your title. Can I usurp the title because our liege is a higher tier than us? Ridiculous. The only thing I can hope for is that we go to war with our liege at this stage and we get independence and we lock it in. There's no way to do this otherwise. We have to get independence now, correct? Let's give away Tunis. Let's give away Tunis. We'll move our capital to Giza. That makes it a defensive war. And I think... Oh, sorry, Cairo. Let's move our capital to Cairo. That makes it a defensive war. We've already moved to a capital once in your... Oh, well, I mean, I guess I have to make the county my primary title. There you are. Move that here. And then get rid of Tunis. Upset to see it go? Not really that upset. We hadn't upgraded it yet. We'll give that to... Oh, good lord. Anyone. Anyone. My grandson. Here, take it. Please. We haven't got anyone else with the dual bloodlines now, so that's appropriate. There you are. That means that we've got another alliance too. So that's fine. What a total mess. You can claim your liege's title. I would love to. I really would. I really, really would. That gives us all of those troops from all of those titles we've given away. I don't think we can call fellow vassals into an independence war against our liege, though, can we? If I'm not mistaken, that's not possible, but we'll see what happens. I think we've got to go to war today. We've got to make today count, because it's been a bloody mess. We're just going to have to accept that. Okay, put you over there, then. This is going to be a difficult battle. It really is. I'm going to put you on chivalry. I'm going to make sure we are... Oh, we can go to university again. Oh, God. We'll go to university when this war is over, when we've got our independence as a duke. Is there anything else I can do here? We can spend a small fortune on mercenaries if that's relevant. That's not... Minus 26 prestige a month because of our unraised man-at-arms. That is insane. There is really nothing else to do, is there, besides go to war? I worry about the county control. That's going to cause all sorts of peasant revolts. But again, we're fighting a defensive war, an uphill battle. All of our territory is here. We've got this too, which is annoying because that's going to be something we have to defend. I think we go for it. We're probably going to have to sail over to France to try and do some damage too. But I think we go for it. And actually, look at this. Him taking some provinces immediately adjacent to us might have come in quite handy. I think we call in everyone to war, because we might have overlapping alliances here. And if I call them in, he can't call them in. Right? It's going to cost us a fortune in prestige, but we can get out of this. We can't, yeah, again, we can't call them in because they are fellow vassals. Okay. That's all I can do. That's all I can do. Let's not hire the mercenaries unless it's strictly necessary. Okay. Let's go to it. Let's go to it, my friends. This is the war for Egypt. Because if we get independence, We can't make ourselves the king of Egypt because we'd have to also get independence from Elrond. That's not going to happen. That would be way too difficult. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All of our family members are joining us in this war. Beautiful. It is costing us a small fortune in prestige, but I don't hate it. Look at all of these people. Oh, my God. So, Elendar II has joined. 2,000 more troops for him. 2,500 more troops for him. That's okay. That's okay. We can pull this off. Can I call anyone else in? Yes. Good. Okay. And that is that. Oh, dear. Okay. Honestly, that might be enough. It's going to be a messy war regardless. Let's see how we get on. Let's start by sieging in our own garden, just to kick things off. Wait for their troops to come over. We're fighting a defensive war. Good commander. I mean, obviously, it's our guy commanding. 13% just from taking this province in Egypt. Wowee. Okay, now we'll go for Sinai. It might have been more clever to leave like provinces like this as a way for us to get a little bit of ticking war score just from sieging our liege's provinces. Let's see where they're going. So we've got allies coming over here, which is good, I suppose. 11% war score. What have we lost? Oh, a battle. Probably fighting going down in France. Their battle war score is easy enough to come by that. I'm really, really not concerned. All of our allies are coming over here. I mean, that's great, I suppose. Means that we can put up a good defensive fight. We just got to keep an eye on enemy boats sailing in as well. Healthy. Oh, that's always good. A little bit of an extra bonus there, just in case we fall ill mid-war. We are on the front lines after all. You never know when we might become maimed or maybe worse. And that gives us 34% before we've even forced a battle. That is good to see. We could sail over to Tunis, do some sieging over there. Where is he? Where is he? What is he doing? He's got 13,000 men sieging there. Wow. Okay, this is going to be a massive pain in the ass. What have we got? Oh, we got strategist. Oh, well, that's amazing. That's amazing to see. Beautiful. Still no possibility of I should really have you on maybe train commanders, if you don't mind. That'd be good. Forget about the cancer control for a little while. Let's head out, I suppose, and go siege elsewhere then. We've already got a choice, right? Oh, your kinsman created a branch dynasty. We've got more troops than him. Presuming our allies work effectively, we've got way more troops than him. I think we start sieging these provinces in Northern Africa. I think let's do it. Oh, our rival died, but that's good. That was the previous king of Egypt that we declared war on. Because maybe he'll just drop his troops off to come in. We'll just keep an eye on his army. He's sieging our allies, which I really do not care about. Sorry, allies. Right, speaking of which, what have we got here? Retreat losses minus 15%. Ruthless assault gives attacker advantage. Sure, let's go with it. Wow. This is insanity. What's happening? These mangonels are going to quickly grind out some stuff. Sorry, Count Phalion. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. Right. Development growth in realm capital. Oh, God. Okay. Fearful troops. Man-at-arms maintenance per dread. Ah. He is quite dreadful. Only because he's so efficient, shall we say. He's not actually like a crazed tyrant or anything. 28%. Oh, would you look at this? Oh, would you look at this? Okay. Hold on, then. We're just hoping he drops his army over here. Good lord, that's a lot of troops. We've got a lot of troops kind of stacked up here. Ah, I know we can employ both strategies. Cool. Improved pillaging and improved avoidance. 10% army movement speed, minus 25% retreat losses, minus 10% fatal casualties. That might make a massive difference. Okay. I guess we'll go siege our previous capital over in Tunis. Really hoping we can just stack up enough. The plan is stack up enough sieging so that when the battles take place, if we can get 50% battle war score in one fell swoop, oh my god, this actually might be way easier than I thought. Holy shit. Oh my god, this might be insanely easy compared to what I anticipated. We'll watch out for supply. It's up to 56% already, and I feel like we haven't even done anything. Holy shit. Come get me. What's he doing? He's just fighting in France, and his armies all appear to be splintering and sailing around. Oh my god, by all means, come down and try and undo this damage. 63%. Are we going to win? Sorry, are we going to win here? Who is this? Landia. Oh, this is the kid with the bloodline. No. You should have gone in there yourself without fear. Exactly. Give him brave. Give him brave, rather than wrathful. A diplomat would know that wrathful does not lend itself well to a lot of situations. We are going to fight a decisive battle there. They've decided to raise troops. That's good. We might win before they even know what's happening. Oh my god. We might be fine. I thought this was going to be way, way harder than it actually is. I spent years studying the blade, and for what? And for what? We're just gonna blast out of this. Oh my god. Okay, yes, that's great. It's lovely that he's surrounded by good, supportive people and everything, but we're a little bit in the middle of things right now. Martial Mastery or Field of Blood. Enemy fatal casualties up by 2%. Friendly fatal casualties down by 2%. That is powerful. Never back down, though. Friendly fatal casualties down by 20%. Means that the worst case scenario, we just retreat back to Egypt, fight defensively. He's got troops he's trying to counter siege with. Oh god, I thought it was his troops coming in there. What are you doing? He is sending troops. 1,600 of them. Where are your armies? Well, let's just go smash that. Oh god! Cancer. There is a thing inside me which is not me. It eats through my flesh, feeding from my life force. Send for the physician. Do we have a court physician? This is disaster. This is a total, unmitigated disaster. Just when we were manifesting destiny. It's a beautiful plot twist. I love it. Don't get me wrong. But this is insane. This is insane. Okay, let's start setting up some court positions. This is me saying, we've got all this spare money. You know what would really help? Actually spending some of it in very helpful, useful ways. There, that will do for now. Just trying to get those martial positions filled up. Are you better than Pharaoh? Attitude is excellent. Okay, let's not take any risks. Is it too late for caution? Do no more than what is necessary. Reduce the symptoms. Then if it's looking as if his life may end prematurely, we'll move in. 1,600 troops right there, huh? He's fighting a second war. Are you really? Are you really? No, he's just losing to us. Bizarre. If we can take this fast, I just want to hit the ground running at this point. If we can take this fast, if my allies went and did their own sieging, thank you, just like that would be fantastic. We're going to win without even having to set foot in France. I've been, his troops are coming in. Siege this fast, we've won. Go, 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 go. So long. Oh my god. I cannot believe that happened. The independence has worked. He's just lost too much footing. This could be a very regretful thing I'm about to say. I want to fight him in combat. I think I want to fight him in combat. Think of the prestige we get. Is he going to land his troops? If he lands his troops, we'll fight him. If they sail off into the Mediterranean, cowardly. I think we take the victory. We enforce our demands and we move up to become a vassal of King Elrond. Greetings, son. May your years be short and miserable. You are a much greater foe than I imagined. He really does not like us. He really does not like us now. What a crybaby. What a crybaby. But my god, I would like to usurp Cairo. Boom. The problem is, we're going to have a lot of land for a duke. Even with the Duchy of Cairo, we are going to have a lot of land to be a duke. Oh my god. I really... Why did I... What? Not you. I really just cannot believe it was that easy. By giving away all of those titles... Let's pretend I did it intentionally. By giving away all those titles, we basically just gave ourselves plenty of easy, free, simple war score. That war, I think, would have gone a very different direction if it happened to be us trying to move into France. And the best part is, now we can just directly go to war against him again and take all these other titles that I think, quite rightly, we're owed. They should be ours. So, let's leave it there for today. Please, if there is anything I've missed, if there's anything I've forgotten, any important things that may have happened in those 11 years of his memory being lost, that amnesia, by all means, ask me, and I'm happy to explore. If you want to see family tree, traits, bloodlines, whatever. If there's anything I've forgotten that's super important, please point it out, and I'll dig it up ready for next episode. I'll make a big list. I don't know if there is anything super important, but next episode, we're going to try and bring a bit of peace to our new realm. We've got to try and secure this place with control. We've got to go to university, of course. We've got to try and cure his cancer if that's possible. Maybe we forget about the intrigue then, sack it off, and we move back to... Oh, shit, we've effectively already got whole of body. It is still his weakest point by a long way. I guess we will go back to intrigue. Yeah. And we'll just move on from there. Finally, of course, thank you all for joining me today. Trust me when I say no one is more frustrated than I am about losing 2 days worth of stuff. It's never fun to do that in any video game, especially when I don't have that much time anyway to get anything with. It's especially frustrating that you have to retread steps in any game. So this is monumentally annoying. But hey, I think we got to win, and I'll take what we've got today, and I will run with it, and I'm pretty happy to see that upwards momentum. Thank you, of course, to the executive producer patrons for allowing me all the time to upload, or in this case, not upload, the many episodes of Crusader Kings that I record. Thank you to Lost Turtle, Mr. Scratch, Holy Reapers, Mr. Moosh, Anna Mouse, Patrick Paulia, Ryan Duffy, James, Iron Bull, Super Awesome Goku, 91 Gearhead, Blex, Critical Hat, A Box, Valkyrie, Punlord, This Be Willis, Cupa Succumber, Smack You, Cletus, Taff, Anna Bombination, Cubes of Ham, N. Baxterino, and Queerbus as well for their support, the executive producers over on Patreon. And a big thank you additionally to Jason Ganser, Richie B634, Sir Stupid, D's Nuts, Tiny Legs, Shadowstep02, Star Blaster 24, Lady McGilvra, Robotimus, Chris Grebe, Attila, Seikosa, Red Racer B18, Paulus Bartis, and Callum James 3, and of course, the Elf Destiny modder for producing such an incredible mod. Like, favorite, comment, everything on the workshop, and I'll see you all tomorrow, I hope, for Crusader Kings consistently.